Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
Hello, welcome to episode 257 of the best bits of the Atom Radio Breakfast Show. Back on a Saturday. I do apologise for last week. The podcast went out on Sunday, but by the time I came to put this together, I put it all together and I sat down to record the intro, and all I could do was croak and it didn't sound good, and I thought, no, save it, wait a day, and sure enough, by Sunday I was okay. Saturday this week though, the 24th of February, and on the podcast this week we've got IQ, we've got grumpy old people, we had the top 5 of hated phrases, mine would be M-E-H, I think you spell it, ripped off, spending a penny, safe travels, top tips on keeping yourself safe while you're on the move, and also an extraterrestrial chicken. There we go.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
Got about 7 morning then, Mark Denholm at breakfast on Atom Radio. Welcome to Monday. I'm sat here with a sense of smug satisfaction. Older children tend to have a higher IQ than their siblings. If you are the firstborn, then you would tend to be the cleverest. I am actually the firstborn. I just thought I'd mention that.
This is Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
Atom Radio.
A millennial has said that their parents are getting nasty as they age, and they're now saying that baby boomers are turning out to be the grumpiest of oldies as yet. I want to know today, what is something that makes you grumpy, whether you're old or not. On air at atomradio.co.uk is my email address. It's all happened on Reddit, where many things happen, where an anonymous millennial US has taken to the discussion forum discussing about their parents getting nasty, and therefore saying that baby boomers are going to be the nastiest, grumpiest oldies yet. Today then, what is something that makes you grumpy? Morning, Paul. Thank you for your email. Paul says, people who never ever try to figure anything out for themselves before then asking someone else to do it for them. That does happen a lot, doesn't it? You see it on Facebook, don't you? It happens an awful lot as well, where people just, no, I won't bother figuring it out.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
Morning, and we are streaming, as I mentioned, from Slough, which is apparently better than Falmouth. It has been named as the UK's most depressing place to live. Morning to you. If you are listening in Falmouth this morning and that's where you live, then yeah, happy Tuesday to you.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
We have compiled the top 5. At number 5, everything happens for a reason. But what is the reason? At number 4, it is what it is. It's the very obvious and therefore an absolutely stupid thing to say. At number 3, if it's meant to be, it will be. Who decides what's meant to be? At number 2, doing something wrong, saying my bad, just therefore dismissing what you did wrong as totally unimportant. And at number 1, when someone makes you angry, then just tells you to chill out.
Mark Denholm
at breakfast podcast.
Imagine you have friends. Let's hope that's not just a game of let's pretend, but imagine that you have friends and you go out with them. A lady on Reddit, I love Reddit, a lady has asked, am I being unreasonable? Her friend, who has children, has said, because we go out to lunch together and because you get the pleasure of hanging out with me without my kids, I think you should contribute towards my babysitter. What? This lady hasn't got any kids. Her friend has got kids. She wants the lady who's her friend that she's going to meet for lunch to pay towards her babysitter. You chose to have kids, love. The lady has gone on the Reddit asking, wait a minute, we've been in the same group of friends since high school days, but I do think it's unreasonable. I have no children. Why should I have to pay for a babysitter? Today I want to know, what thing do you think it's unreasonable that you have to pay for? On air at atomradio.co.uk is my email address this Wednesday morning.
Mark Denholm at breakfast.
This is Atom Radio.
Joel says, the one that really annoys me that you have to pay for is public toilets. If you go somewhere like a beach or whatever, then you have to pay for the toilet. That really annoys me, because you can't just, it's not like you can just say, well, I won't go then, I'll wait till I get home. If you're absolutely bursting, there is nothing you can do other than go, but then you have to pay for it. And also, what if you don't have change? Well, yes, that is an issue. I don't carry cash. That would definitely be an issue for me. That would definitely be an issue for me if I needed to go, because I don't carry cash. Yes. Now I'm thinking, yeah, do you know what, Joel? You're right on that.
Mark Denham.
At breakfast. Podcast.
Atom Radio, morning. We're streaming from Slough. We're loud across the net. It is Mark Denham at breakfast, banging out the anthems. A woman travelling across the globe solo has shared the genius lies that she tells others in a bid to keep herself going safely. She even wears a fake wedding ring. She has begun now letting the world know all of the top safety tips that she has, which basically include lying. She's visited well over 40 countries from Ireland to Mexico and has lied throughout her travels about her relationship status as well as her ability to speak English. I think it's genius what she's done, but I also think it's a dreadful shame that she has to go that far to try and keep herself safe while she's travelling.
This is Mark Denham.
At breakfast.
Atom Radio.
Natalie Cassidy from EastEnders admits that she's really annoyed at having to go to work. She took to Instagram and shared a brief clip of her talking about the joys of working while the kids are relaxing at home. Welcome to the real world, Natalie.
Mark Denham.
At breakfast. Podcast.
A shopper has gone viral after snapping a photo and sharing it, claiming that a packet of chicken breasts on a food aisle bears an uncanny resemblance to E.T. If you don't know who E.T. is, 1982, Phone Home, the movie that followed around Little Elliot, and E.T. in the front of the bike and that Phone Home. Yeah. Shouldn't have done that with my throat, should I?
Mark Denham.
At breakfast. Podcast.
So there we are. Episode 257, a wrap. And do you know what? There is a part of me that wants to try that Phone Home thing again. But no. No. We'll leave that in 1982. I am holding my finger up now. It's not illuminated though, but in 1982, you couldn't really phone home easily, could you? Whereas in 2024, 42 years later on, you can easily phone home. Just pick up your mobile phone and off you go. But what about that though? A chicken that looks like E.T. in its packaging. I don't know with that. You'd buy the chicken, you get it home, and then you think, well, I'm not going to eat E.T. Absolutely a no that. You know, who's going to want to eat little cute E.T. from 1982? Not me. I'll just stick to the chicken if it's all the same. That's it for episode 257. Thank you as always for checking out the podcast. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're in your podcast app, subscribe there. If you're on YouTube, subscribe and tick the bell. Also, if you're on YouTube, go find my son as well and subscribe to his channel because he'd be very grateful. That's Will Denham on YouTube. Subscribe there and ding that bell as well. That's 2 subscriptions and 2 bell dings you need to do on YouTube. Check out the show Monday to Friday, 6 till 10 on Atom Radio on your smart speaker and on your mobile.
Mark Denham.
At breakfast. Podcast.